It's all about focus, creativity, release, and something that you're about to create this month, something that you're about to make this month, something that you're about to start this month, which is going to have direct reflection, direct impact on your immediate future. I cannot stress enough how important July is actually going to be. July is a very, very, very spiritual month indeed, my gorgeous Aries. A very spiritual month indeed. But what lots of people don't understand, or what lots of people don't realize, is the fact that July is so spiritual that it's actually the actual veil in between this world and this is the spirit world is at its thinnest. It's exactly the same thing what happens on the 31st of October every single year. We have got the veil which is in between this world and the spirit world at its thinnest, which means that not only this month is going to be amazingly spiritual, not only this month is going to be ridiculously spiritual, but when it comes to the actual signs, when it comes to the actual omens, when it comes to the actual intuition, and when it comes to the actual whole month being a huge stepping stone, especially when it comes to you, my beautiful Aries, this is going to be really significant month, because you also have to start with, before I go even any further, the actual number. It's number 3. Okay, my beautiful Aries, your number this month is number 3. Number 3, it's all about you realizing something really big, all about you realizing something really huge, all about you realizing something rather powerful. But it's a lot to do with what you've done so far, what you've created so far. It's a lot to do with your skills and recognition. You are going to get recognized in those areas in your life, when it comes to your work, when it comes to your career, or if you are retired, when it comes to those elements and those sections in your life where you really have been working so far, in those sections if you're in your life where you were putting all your energy in. This is just going to be really illuminated throughout July. So my advice is just do as much as you can, explore as many things as you can, because this is a lot to do with the turning point indeed. This is a really, really powerful month. And also when it comes to the actual work, for those of you that are working, you see this is just going to be amazing, because if you are like working for somebody else, for example, you are going to be really recognized like there is no tomorrow. If you have your own business and you are self-employed and things like that, this is also going to be really, really busy month. But this is all going to bring something very, very special at the end, and you will see exactly what I mean. Okay, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my beautiful Aries, for July 2018. When it comes to your health, you see, I can see that you're actually going to have a slight circulation problem when it comes to your legs. Okay, your legs are going to have a slight circulation problem, and this is going to be also slightly sensitive area. So if you're like working out, if you're running and things like that, you may notice that your legs are a little bit tired more than they normally are. And also like when it comes to your bones and joints in general, you see, I think that this is going to be slightly negative area throughout July, which means that basically just try to maybe get something for the circulation, like a flaxseed oil or a linseed oil or a cod liver oil. These supplements are absolutely brilliant when it comes to the circulation and things like that. And also above all, they also have got this ability, because they're very oily, they have got this ability to actually keep your joints moist, and does that help quite a lot actually. If you are on any other medications, I would really highly suggest to check with your doctor, check with your GP whether these natural supplements can actually interact with your existing medications. But this is something that I would highly, highly recommend indeed. And also another sensitive area that I'm seeing, it's going to be your hands. There's going to be a dry hands that you will feel. Your hands in general are going to be quite dry. So what I would suggest also, try to use like a natural hand creams. Always natural above all. Try to use like a natural hand cream every now and then, and does that, of course, it helps a lot with moisturization indeed. On another hand, on a good hand, I don't know if that makes sense, but on on another, I come up with my own words every now and then, nothing unusual. On another hand, basically, it's just when it comes to the actual energy, the energy levels are going to be really good, and you are going to be able to notice this, you're going to be able to feel this, and that is automatically going to make you feel really optimistic about yourself, and that is automatically going to make you feel really optimistic about what you do. And you will be amazed, you will be surprised how much you are going to actually achieve this month. This is going to be ridiculously good, ridiculously powerful, and you will be able to feel this month in such an amazing way indeed. Okay, now going on to the first day, the actual first day or first date is going to be the 3rd of July. Now, do you know what's really interesting here as well? Sorry, excuse me. Really interesting is, really significant is, really mind-blowing is the fact that you actually have two turning points, two Wheel of Fortunes in your reading. Oh my God. One is at the beginning of the month and the other one is going to be right at the end of the month, which I'm going to mention right at the end. So now I'm starting with the 3rd of July, which is going to be your turning point. This is very important. This is very powerful because this day is going to have so much to do with you. This day is going to be very, very deep, and this day it's completely going to be connected to your destiny and fortune, and you will be able to feel it. This day is going to be slightly different. This day is going to be slightly strange. It's going to seem like we are maybe in like a dimension number 275. It's all going to feel really strange, like you're part of the dream, part of the dream, part of the dream. You may need a little bit of something like to feel grounded and things like that, which is like something that I would highly recommend would be like red cornelian. It's absolutely brilliant, very powerful little crystal, very beautiful, very gentle on one hand and very powerful on another hand, but it has got this particular beautiful gentle way of helping us ground, to keep ground, and helping us like to feel ourselves and helping us to feel everything around us, because when we are like feeling like we are part of the dream, it's just feel like, ooh, it's just all unusual, and we are kind of we find ourselves in the situation to catch our own thoughts even very difficult, let alone anything else. So, but these days when we feel like this are also very, very powerful. Okay, this comes with a sterling silver setting, red cornelian, and it comes with a sterling silver chain as well. You can buy this on my website, and the link is in the description below. This is what I highly, highly, highly recommend indeed. So basically, when it happens, when we have a turning point, it is not only about like, oh, we just feel really strange, part of the dream. This is because we touch the different dimension. This is because we are part of the different dimension, and when we are part of the different dimension, our mind and our spirit expands as further as it possibly can at that moment, at that point in time. And this is why we feel different. This is why we feel like it's a different dimension. But what does that bring? It brings you something wonderful, because your intuition is going to be like, oh my God. And then again, on another hand, it makes us feel a little bit different, and also it gives us like a little bit of difficulties when it comes to launching new problems, for example, but it's launching new projects, for example. And this is only on the 3rd of July, and this is because you are going through your own special dimension, and you are just getting as many informations as you can, but without you even realizing it. This is exactly what's going to happen on these days. So to start a new project on a day like this, when you're so much part of the different dimension, when you're so much close to your own wheel of fortune, when you're so much close to your own truth and your own realization, which will have a direct impact on your future, this is not a perfect day to start something. Any other day apart from the 3rd of July, it's going to be fantastic. But this day you're going through your own rejuvenation. Where you're going to have a fantastic realization. And also this day, there is going to be somebody that you are going to get a realization from, realization by, an idea by. This person is somebody who's quite good looking, quite cool, quite a little bit sexy, a little bit interesting, a little bit powerful, very, very smart, very intelligent, and you think very highly about this person. So this person has got a whole little package inside there. Through this person, you're gonna get an important news, important realization, and that realization is gonna be mind-blowing. It may not even seem that big, it may not even seem that powerful, but this is where the beauty lies, because as the time goes by, this is going to make more and more sense indeed. Okay, the second important day, my beautiful Aries. God, it's such a beautiful day outside. Sorry, it's just so beautiful and hot in England, in London at the moment, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm just looking at my garden and it's amazing. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so the 16th of July, it's going to be the second day. Okay, so now the 16th of July is the one I want you to be really excited about, because this is all about the new beginning. On this day, you're going to feel ridiculously creative, ridiculously powerful. But apart from that, how you feel, it's just almost like a strength that you're going to feel from the first moment you wake up in the morning that you didn't feel in a really long time. And especially if you're feeling really drained, especially if you're feeling really down, especially if you're feeling really negative, like this day is going to be absolutely mind-blowing, because this is going to be the beginning of a very, very meaningful experience, okay? And also this is going to be connected completely to the brand new beginning. Big, big, big new beginning. Also, when it comes to the certain family member that means to you quite a lot, and big beginning, brand new beginning when it comes to the beginning of a new life as well. But it's all positive, it's all good, it's all brilliant, and it's all going to make sense to you, and it's all going to mean to you quite a lot indeed. Okay? And also 16th of July, it's going to make you realize how happy you are. Realize, you know, the certain things about life. Realize that you shouldn't be like a little bit down, you know, you shouldn't focus on the negative areas in your life, just focus on the positive areas in your life, and this is just going to open so many new ways. Aries, 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 you are very powerful as well. You can do a lot with your mind. All of us can, every sign, but some signs are more sharp than others. Some signs can do more powerful things than others with their mind, but you can do quite a lot. And this is the realization, time of realization, where you're going to open up your way, and your journey is going to start flowing through again. Your energy is going to start flowing through again, and it is going to feel like that, and it is going to feel remarkable indeed. The third important day is going to be on the 30th of July, 30 of July. Now, this is just so important, because this is where the last puzzle will fall into the place. The last piece is going to kind of fall into the place. And for you, you will have a control over the situation, and something that was making you really scared, something that was making you really something that was making you really vulnerable. Vulnerable is the word that I'm looking for. Okay, something that was making you really vulnerable, a certain information that was making you, bringing you really down, that wasn't preventing you to move on from square number 1 to square number 2. You were just kind of like drawn towards the negative thought, and that negative thought has got a lot to do with you, your capabilities, what you can do, your health, and things like that. So now I'm so happy, because you are going to have a control over a situation which is going to bring you strength and courage, which is absolutely brilliant. And then you will be tested here as well. You will be tested, but in the best possible way, because you're going to have an amazing accomplishment. Another thing that I was going to say, my beautiful babies, is the fact that also the 30th of July is going to be quite important, because it's like some kind of very powerful, very interesting, very significant apprenticeship is going to be going on here. You're gonna have something offered to you, okay? So for those of you that are working for the company, just expect something to be offered to you, some new part, new element that you're gonna start doing, and you're gonna find this automatically attractive. If you are self-employed, you're gonna end up with a new idea. This is gonna be very significant. This is gonna be strictly connected and straight connected to your immediate future. Beautiful and very powerful time indeed. Very significant for the next stage, next step in your life. If you are retired, now this is also going to be very significant, because there is just something, new element in your life is going to unfold, new element in your life is going to develop, new element in your life is going to happen, which is going to have an amazing reflection, an amazing impact on you and the people around you. This is really good, because this is about to start changing the quality of your life indeed. And if you're at a college, at university, it's exactly the same thing. Something new is going to come through, that is going to unfold, that is going to have direct impact on you now, and direct impact on your immediate future. And I can't express and I can't explain how powerful this is going to be. I'm so happy for you, Aries, because this is also going to be the month of awakening, the month of realization, and the month of signs, but the most certainly the month of you know, the time when you're just gonna kind of make a really big move. And by the time we get to August, you will see exactly, you will be able to sense exactly, you will be able to focus much more clearly than before. Going to the first part of July 2018, my beautiful Aries, you see, you are just going to wake up the very first thing in the morning with like a really clear focus, clear idea, and something very unusual is going to be on your mind, and you're going to be surprised, what is this? Well, where is this coming from? And this is where all this new dimension is starting. July is the time when we are just going to be receiving all sorts of messages. I know we receive messages all the time, but July is going to be very, very specific indeed, especially when it comes to you. At the beginning of July, you're going to wake up with a clear focus. You're going to feel creativity that you didn't feel in a really long time, and also you will want to release and get rid of things that were bothering you and that were preventing you to move on, and that was really part of you for a really long time. July is your time of emergence, and this is going to be amazing because you are going to have a good news and good realization about your finances, which is also going to start at the beginning of July, and that in itself is going to give you so much power, so much petrol, so much power to move on with your life and just positive and good. And this is where things are going to change, because there is a little test that you will feel like you are going under, and that test that you're going to feel like you're tested, it's also on another hand going to test your power, test your energy, test your stamina, and this is going to lead towards your own personal success, and you're going to end up with a whole new direction in your life, which is about to be revealed slowly but surely. Okay, so now just a little warning that is somebody going to try to control you, somebody's going to leave again like a little bit of a bitter taste in your mouth, and somebody's going to try to control you. I don't like this person is really bizarre, this person is really strange, and this person is somebody who's either connected to your work, if you're working, either connected to your university or college. You just need to be a little bit careful, keep certain things to yourself, don't talk about too many personal things, and this one can trick you in, because these people with this type of energy, they can just confuse other people by not actually letting them kind of feel who they really are, because there's so much like kind of in this certain element, certain energy. They work so much and they were focusing on work, there is no balance, so these people can kind of just make us feel just a work side of them or business side of them, but beyond that it's just much deeper, and it's not really good, it's quite negative. So someone is going to try to control you on the first part of July, and when it comes to your work, if you're at work, working, for example, if you're at college, university, there's going to be somebody there, and if you're not working, it depends, you know, somebody above you, some kind of authority, some authority figure is going to try to test you, but you will be fine. All you need to do is just be you. All you need to do is just be you, be free, and don't let to fall towards this negative energy, towards this negativity. I highly recommend to get something like a tiger's eye power bracelet. Look at this baby, they're so pretty. And power bracelet, you can buy on my website, the link is going to be in the description below. And this is something, tiger's eye power bracelet has got this ability to actually help us to protect ourselves against evil eye, or to help us protect ourselves against all sorts of negative energies, especially when we come across these people like this. So this is something that I highly recommend. However, you will be fine, and the key to you being fine is just you need to be yourself, you need to be free, and you need to do things that you normally do, and you will be absolutely okay. Okay, the second thing that I wanted to say, Aries, is just a mid part of July. You see, financially this is going to be really good, because the mid part of July, it's financially, there is this realization that you are going to get hold of a certain amount of money. Okay, there is a certain amount of money that you're going to hear about, you're going to get hold of it, but if you don't get hold of it right in the middle of July, then you will be made aware of it. Okay, and that particular amount of money is also going to be directly connected towards you wanting to do something really big, towards you wanting to do something even really new, because through this money, big wish is going to come through. Okay, big wish is going to come through, and that wish is going to be connected to you and your homecoming, your finally awakening and homecoming, because this is going to be very personal for you, very deep, very spiritual. It's got all sorts of elements in, but the bottom line is that this is going to be your homecoming indeed. And also, what else I was going to say, that the mid-July is just when it comes to work. I mean, this is going to be brilliant, really busy time, really powerful time, really significant time, not only for those of you that are working, but for those of you that are retired. This is going to be really busy time, because you're going to be, this is going to be the time of rediscovering yourself, rediscovering your life, and rediscovering things that you like and rediscovering things that you love. And this is going to be absolutely brilliant, because it's going to be the step in the right direction, because the big problem is also going to come to an end, okay? A slightly negative situation is going to happen, some kind of a judgment that you are going to have by somebody else towards you, which is going to feel slightly negative, and you're not going to like it. You see, Aries, it doesn't matter. It's life. You see, it's life. So it's a yin yang, you know, up and down, up and down. And this is really good. I know this is going to sound crazy, but somebody's going to do something quite a little bit negative to you, like a little bit of judgment, and you're not gonna like it, and you're gonna be aware of it. But what is really good, that is in itself, it's going to awaken something in you. It's going to make you to react in a certain way, and then you will slap them. No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking. No, you will not slap them. No, it's going to make you react in a slightly different way. It's going to make you to react in a slightly different way, and the way you're going to react, what you're going to do, and what you're going to say, but the bottom line is the way you're going to react, it's also going to be different, and that in itself, it's going to shake you up a little bit and bring the whole new energy towards you, and that energy is just going to kind of like chuck a little key, a little new energetic key towards you, which you're going to unlock the new door immediately after that moment, after that point, and there is a whole new beginning going to happen. But if this didn't happen, this judgment, then the whole new situation wouldn't happen, and the new beginning, it's going to be completely connected to the fact that that it's just has got so many elements of unknown, so many elements of what you haven't done, so many elements of little fear that normally you would just kind of get swept by or swept away by, okay? So, but now in this moment, you're just having your eyes closed, and instead of just running away towards this way because you're not too sure, now you're just going towards the opposite way, and that is absolutely the key. That is absolutely the answer. That is absolutely the exact thing that you're going to need, because it's going to make you feel really passionate about things that you forgot to be passionate about, and it's also going to make you ready for anything powerful. When you're ready for anything, when you're showered by this type of energy, you can do absolutely everything, absolutely anything, especially you, Aries, okay? And which is on another hand going to have an enlightening experience, enlightening effect on you. So also, which means that the mid-July is going to bring a wonderful sense of healthy energy, which is going to have a direct impact on those of you that have been suffering from long ailments and you haven't seen any improvements. So this is really, really important indeed. The third part of July is just going to make you also, there's going to be the one night, one evening, you will go to sleep and there is a certain problem that will come to you, a certain issue that will come to you, and it's just going to make you a little bit down. But now this is where the key is, now this is where the answer is, because this month the veil in between this world and the spirit world is very, very thin, which means that we'll be receiving all sorts of omens, all sorts of messages, especially at night, quite a lot of them at night, okay? And this message, the difference is that these messages we're going to be receiving from dead relatives, from the past relatives that passed away, friends that passed away, and you know, our spirit guides and things like that. So this is going to be very, very significant, because a certain little message, like a little bird, is going to travel towards you at the end of July, when you have a little bit of worry about something, and then suddenly when you wake up in the morning, you're going to realize, you're going to have a really big realization. This is going to happen at the end of July. Realization is going to be completely connected to the certain moderation. You're on the right track, you're on the right journey. It's going to take slightly longer, but it's absolutely fine, because also security and power, it's going to be really good, really positive indeed at the end of July. And this is all connected to your security and power and your next stage in your life, okay? And this is automatically going to bring another turning point So remember what I said about the turning point on the 3rd of July. Now this is the turning point on the 3rd of July, and another turning point you have at the end of July. And this is amazing, this is brilliant, this is the continuation of this one. The first one was like just a part of the different dimension. Now this last one that you are having at the end of July, now this is going to be amazing, because literally out of all the situation that I said, it's basically going to happen the turning point. That turning point is going to make you react quickly. Something bizarre, something strange, something unusual is going to happen. It's also going to make you react in a certain way really quickly, like as quick as you can. And this is going to be the best possible decision that you've made in a really long time. And it's a lot about what you do. New option you're gonna start having open. There are two new options that you will have that will actually manifest, and this is directly going to be connected to your future planning, to your future, and automatically followed by that, it's going to be your own recognition. Very important month when it comes to what you've done so far. Very important time when it comes to like your own achievement. Very important time when it comes to your own self-esteem. And this is a lot going to be connected to you and to people who love you. Everybody's going to be so proud of you, and you're going to feel so proud of yourself. And this in itself is just going to open so many new doors for you, especially when it comes to future planning. Certain things that didn't even feel that real are going to feel real. Certain things that felt like a dream, you know, now going to start feeling like reality. And this is amazing, and it's going to feel good, it's going to feel powerful indeed. And also your intuition is going to be at its peak at the end of July 2018. There is going to be a situation when you're really going to have to like listen to your intuition at the end of July, and this is very much so going to bring another very, very powerful information when it comes to luxury and culmination in your life, but especially when it comes to the future planning, when it comes to finances and things like that. Just remember, your intuition is going to be really, really powerful indeed. And don't forget the fact that, you know, this month the actual veil in between this world and the spirit world is going to be at its thinnest. Expect something very powerful, expect something really, really significant indeed. Okay, and what I'm going to do now, my beautiful Aries, I'm going to shuffle these cards, okay, and I'm going to connect to my spirit guides, and I'm going to connect to Aries, my beautiful Aries. Okay, I'm going to put the energy of Aries inside these cards as I'm shuffling them. Aries, I'm going to put your energy in. Okay, and Aries that are in relationship first, and then I'm going to do Aries that are single. So now July, Aries that are in relationship. Okay, Aries that are in relationship for July. Okay, okay, you have a King of Coins here. Okay, you have a King of Coins here, which means that this is going to be brilliant months when it comes to finances, when it comes to career. There could have been certain problems that your partner, husband, wife had when it comes to their career, and these problems that your partner had, maybe they told you, maybe they didn't told you, but it was affecting them, and of course automatically it was affecting you as well. There's a very good realization that your partner is going to have when it comes to their money, when it comes to their finances. This is going to be really good, because also it's just a lot to do with what you do now, how you feel now. This was stressing you out a lot, and this is a lot to do with your lifestyle and what you wanted to do in a really long time, but you just weren't able to do this in a really long time. So what this means, it means that your partner is actually going to have a really good news when it comes to their career and achievement, and that in itself is going to be brilliant for both of you. Fantastic, fantastic realization, which is also on another hand going to help you to do that big move that you wanted to do in a really long time, big thing that you want to do in a really long time, big change you want to do in a really long time. It's going to happen now in July. Okay, and I'm also going to take another card now for those of you that are in relationship. Aries in relationship, Aries in relationship. Any other information? I feel like there is going to be. Okay, Aries in relationship. Okay, this is absolutely brilliant. You see, this is brilliant because you've got 8 of Wands here. It's a very significant, it's going to be the beginning of something really big, beginning of something really new, but also as a family, as a people, you are also going to hear really good news about a family member that is going to be really important for both of you. You were worrying about a certain family member, maybe the certain family member was going through lots of problems, lots of difficulties. It could be your family member, your partner's family member. However, you're both connected to it pretty much so very, very strongly indeed. And because you were worrying about it, you see, this is coming out now. So there is another good news that I have for you, my beautiful Aries, because the certain family member that you were worrying about, it's actually going to have a really good news as well. And it's a lot to do with it's a lot to do with them, their health, you know, what they were concentrating on. There could have been like a little bit of depression going on over there, like a down feeling. Now things are about to change, okay, and it's going to be really good and it's going to be really positive indeed. Okay, so now Aries, I'm going to concentrate on those of you that are single, ready to mingle. Okay, so Aries that are single, July 2018. Okay, and this is what you have here. You see, this is very, very interesting, and this is going to be the month when something very special is going to happen. Okay, very, very special is going to happen. This is going to be the month of like socializing. You not only you will be really busy when it comes to work, but because you're going to have this burst of positive energy, burst of energy, you are going to be meeting with lots of people. You're going to meet and with more people than you could possibly imagine. You're going to meet new people. You're going to be surrounded by lots of people. There are a couple of celebrations that I'm seeing that you're also going to be part of, but there is someone that is going to come out of you. There are quite a few people that you're going to meet, but there is someone special that you're also going to meet, and you will really like the way they are. You will really like what they achieved in life, and you're going to find this really attractive. You're going to find this really sexy. There is someone that you're going to feel completely differently towards everybody else. This person is going to look at you first, and then you're going to look at them back, and then you will see that something really beautiful is going to start developing in between you two. All I can suggest is just go out and just enjoy yourself as much as you can, because there is someone very special that you're about to meet in July. Okay, let's see something else if I have about July and single Aries, about this person and single life in general. Okay, that was on the card, sorry. Okay. Oh, this is very, very good. You see, this person is also going to be connected to either your work, okay? There is something to do with career, with you and your work. And even if you're not working, it doesn't matter. It depends what you have done so far, where did you work, and what your work was connected to, what your career was connected to. Also, it could happen like at some kind of work party, or at a party connected to your work, or it could even happen on your way to work when you meet this person, on your way from work when you meet this person. However, there are other people going to be around, okay? So this is going to be very significant, because somehow this is going to be connected to the work, somehow this is going to be connected to your career, and somehow this is going to be very significant to what you have done so far. Very, very interesting indeed, Aries. You have so much to look forward to. My goodness. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos, my beautiful Aries. I'm sending you lots of brightest blessings, love and light. And also, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel if you already haven't done so. Don't forget to share me on social networks. And also, of course, don't forget to comment in the comment section below. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.